What's going on, everybody? It's two Oxtails and An Empanada. It's your boy, Uncle Paulie.
It's your girl, Ange.
You gotta go ahead, Sheree. Come on.
Come on now.
It's the new youngin, Ricky Balboa. Follow me at Ricky Balboa on the gram.
Okay, I didn't even know that, Rick. All right.
Yes, sir.
Well, we're gonna start with you, Ricky Balboa. Adrian, how was your weekend, man?
Man, my weekend was amazing, man. My town held it down. We had like this huge, house festival, 21,000 strong on Saturday, 10,000 strong on Sunday. No fights, no nothing, but we gonna get into that later on in the show. But I had a great weekend, man. Party, had the tents out, family friends.
Es un poco de todo.
Time, man.
What about you, Ange?
En este video aprenderemos la manera más práctica de abrir una chupa
I chilled with
chups.
the family. My little cousin had a nice baby shower. It really felt good for like the family to get together for something joyous. Because if you know about a lot of black families, we usually only see each other during weddings, baby showers, and funerals. So it just felt really good to have that good positive energy. Chilled with the family. Just got prepared for my new electrical and HVAC start that started this Monday, and handled my handle.
I had a good weekend. Crazy but good. I've been working 6 days a week since May, so this is my first weekend off. And I take off, man. I gotta get into it. I don't care who gets mad. I do a cookout. I cook. Very good at cooking.
Yes.
I can concur on that one.
And the person who I did the cookout for leaves his own cookout to go to the boxing match. And my thing is, don't invite people over if you know that you're going to be cutting your cookout or leaving early. We still continued and we partied and we got nice, but come on, man. Uncle Rod, Andre is saying, what's the music?
Hey, y'all, make sure y'all go to YouTube. Go to YouTube, type in 15 Minutes of Fame. We live on YouTube.
Oh, all right. That's Andrea. That's Uncle Rod's new album.
That's off my new album.
That's off his new album.
It's called Feng Shui.
Feng Shui.
Oh, damn it. Because for some reason, mine's not.
Oh, don't worry about it. So, Shake Nichols said it's Mob Deep, but we going to...
Hey, Andrea.
We going to jump right into it, man. The internet and a lot of... Democrats and Republicans and just social media period has been going crazy over Donald Trump. Donald Trump basically said a couple of days ago to three Democrat women. They're all one is from
one is Middle Eastern.
One is Middle Eastern, one is black, and I think the other one is Spanish. There you go.
She is. She's a Spanish.
And he basically said, I'm giving it to you my way. I don't want to, hit you with the bullshit. But he basically said, if you don't like America, if you don't like the things that's going on, then you can leave. And a lot of people try to make it and said it was racist. And then he came back and he made another statement. And he basically reiterated what he was saying. So, with you guys, with the social media and the things that's going on, how do you feel about the comments of Donald Trump basically saying, if you don't like America, if you don't like the things that's going on, you can go back home?
Where's home?
Where's
home?
Right, and then that's a good question, especially to the sister, and it might have been for all of them. If they are American citizens, then they are home. I think that social media and I think the public should not be surprised. And thank you, Andrea. He's an asshole. He says what's on his mind, what's off the top of his head, and I really don't know why we're so surprised that something like that came out of his mouth. Now, what I will say is that he is black and white. You either going to go right or you're going to go left with him. There is no in between, and for that, I do appreciate him because you really don't have to worry about the bullshit he's bringing your way. He serves bullshit on a platter, and that's just what it is.
Ricky?
I mean, I had my own thing to say, but I like what Chase said in the comments. Basically, he don't care. He just wants the attention at this point. Whether it's negative or positive, he wants the attention. At the end of the day, when he's done, he still gonna be good. He's a billionaire. Billionaires don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. He don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Like most, not all, but most presidents, when they get in that, they're not wealthy. They're pretty good, but they're not wealthy. He's wealthy.
No,
he
wealthy.
Came into it wealthy. He don't care. He go say what he got to say. Nobody go take his money. He go live his life when he done, whether it's 4 years or 8 years. He go still live his life. So, you know what I mean? He said, go home. I am home. You know what I mean?
He got a lot of nerve.
Well,
I am home.
Well, my thing is, people might not like what I'm going to say, but, you know me, I don't care. Donald Trump basically said what he said, and I agree with him. It goes to anybody. And my thing is, the reason
Donald Trump doesn't like black people.
He doesn't. I like that, Kanye.
That's
but
right.
The reason why I say that is the Middle Eastern lady, she was out there saying how she hates America, but Al-Qaeda made her proud. And then you got to sit back and say, wait a minute. This lady
she's part of our government.
Is part of our government. She's a senator and talking about how Al-Qaeda makes her proud and makes her pokes her chest out. And then we got to think about it. Wait a minute. All of the people that Al-Qaeda killed, the things that they've done.
Who killed?
Al-Qaeda.
Okay.
And then and then on top of that, he was also talking about how the countries that they were from, how their governments are failing. So
well, that's interesting because
he was saying
the United States set their governments
of course.
So.
But he was saying if you think you can do better, then go to your country and do better. My thing is, does Donald Trump say stupid shit?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Is he a dick? Hell yeah. Is he an asshole? Hell yeah. But what the media does and what aggravates me is that they play on black people's feelings and try to make it seem everything racist, and we go right with it. And it's so sort of the same thing that happened with R. Kelly. R. Kelly, they came up, we went right with it. Black people just fuck R. Kelly. But look at Einstein. What is it, Einstein or Weinstein?
Harvey Weinstein.
No, it's another dude. It's another dude that he's in there. They just gave him house arrest, and he was proving that he was trafficking little children. And
I know who you're talking about. I can't remember.
I can't think his name. Better get to me, but it makes me laugh because the media is not pushing what he's doing. So most people at home they're not upset, but
it was an agenda, you know.
And this is the same guy that Clinton was riding around with. They have, I forgot how many hours that he was chilling with this man going to this island. And on his island, this is where he was doing the trafficking with the kids.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Epstein. There you go.
Okay.
So it's just funny to me, and what I'm trying to get to is, it seems like nowadays we're having a mental war. And people, whatever the media says, we jump right on it. But when are we going to get to the point where we sit back, do our real research, our own research, and say, wait a minute, man, these people are leading us this way or leading us that way? There's a lot of things that Trump has helped to make this country go forward. But the media won't talk about it because they have an agenda.
Well, you also have to keep in mind that, especially in the way that this country is set up, almost about 90% of everything that we do is based off of emotions alone. So it's real easy to target your audience if you want to make them feel some type of way. But one thing you have to keep in mind about Trump is that he is a reality TV star. And even though he's in that seat, he still likes to do and say things for shock value. And you know, the outlets, the news, the media, they eat that shit up. It's about ratings. It's not really about being informative to the American citizen. It's about the ratings aspect of it. So sometimes you got to kind of pick and choose your poison. Like, I choose not to pay attention to that because his parents were not from this country. His first wife isn't from this country. His present wife is not from this fucking country. So when you make comments like that, like, you're being a dick. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts to it. Do I agree with everything Trump do? Hell no. Do I agree with some things? Absolutely. But we're not in a society where we're taught to be informative. The news is set there to tell you what they want you to know.
I mean, we live in the world of where negativity always gonna outdo positivity. No matter how you slice it, like, you could be in a full-blown relationship for 10 years and you mess up one time and it's over.
Absolutely.
So nobody gonna be like, but what about them 10 years where I did this and I did that and I did that? They don't care. You messed up that one time, it's over.
It's
we
over.
filing for divorce. The kids gonna not like you. This is what it's gonna be. Not
Absolutely.
everybody. So at the end of the day, this world takes negativity. It could be one negative thing over a million positive things. That negative thing gonna out Trump. that, you know what I mean? That's just what it is. Like, it's just the world.
Hold up, what's his name? J.R. Erickson. Okay, R. Kelly. All right, let's say R. Kelly's not a good example. So I'll jump to Bill Cosby, and what I'm getting to is, so you can understand where I'm coming from. I'm not making no excuses for none of these fuck boys. I got daughters. You understand? Anybody play with my daughters or I see something wrong, I'm coming. I might fuck around and kill your grandmother and mother for raising you wrong.
Damn.
So,
come on, Grandma.
I understand where you're coming from, but what I'm saying is, the media
now
puts on TV and says, let's go against these people, and we follow what the media says.
Absolutely.
But when it comes to the other people who have big money, who out here wilding, they don't get the same joint. And that's all I'm saying is, stop following what the media is telling you and do your own research. That's all I'm saying, man.
Well, you got to understand.
Nothing wrong with that.
And then you also got to keep in mind, so you brought up R. Kelly. Now you're talking about economics, right? R. Kelly made a lot of money for a very long period of time for a lot of artists, producers, record labels. Now it's to the point he's washed up and dried up. Not to say that he doesn't have talent, but what I'm saying is that the shit that he was into has gotten so severe. The only thing that they can do for him at this point is put him in the TV screen and persecute him. That's the last bit of money. It's no different than like a fallen star that, you know what I mean, was all the way, like always looked upon in a certain way. And then when they're about to fall from grace, they like, fuck it. Get that last CD, get that last movie, and kill their ass.
And Andrea, you're right. Yeah. Not everyone is sheep.
That's
you're
right.
But there's too many people that are sheep. That's the problem.
Hey, Rob.
You might be able to separate a lot of different things and see and peep game. But unfortunately, a lot of people believe into this newspaper and this news and what comes on the radio, and they take that shit as life. But we're not gonna keep on talking about that punk ass fucking Trump. We're gonna move on, man. And yo, man, Jersey was off the hook this motherfucking weekend. Let's give it up for Shakur Stevenson, man.
Yeah.
North's finest.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, and real talk, man, 420, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to get back into the subject. But I got to get you to be able to meet Angie some type of way, yo. I swear to God, yo, I'm going to make that shit happen. But, yeah, Shakur Stevenson, man, 22 years old, man. He's
beast.
He's a champion, and the reason why I want to get into this, man, this week a lot of things went on. We had
yes.
What happened in Linden again, Sharik?
Roselle.
I'm sorry.
We starting with there. We going there?
Yeah. We gonna go
this
there.
This weekend, I mean, I kicked it out to y'all. I kicked it out to y'all last week, but we had the Roselle House Music Festival last week. You know what I mean? I'm talking about like Saturday and Sunday on the weekend. 21,000 strong on Saturday. It's crazy. We trying to get the video for y'all can see the video. It was nuts. I know a lot of y'all, some of y'all probably came out. Then on Sunday we came right back, 10,000 strong, and it was in Roselle, but we had Essex County, Hudson County, Somerset County. It was crazy. Like, we had a good time, no drama.
Right.
Vendors was getting supported. Black businesses, from hair to food to cigars, like, you pick it, it was there. We just had a good time. Like, it was amazing. Like, you know what I mean? I wish everybody could have been there, but let me know, checking if y'all was there. Let me know what y'all thought about it as well.
Well, one thing I will say, like Malcolm X always said, you know, control the music, control the people. And one thing about house music is that it's infectious, it's fun, it puts you in like this real good mood that you just want to move your body and you just want to celebrate. So when you have music like that, you know, it kind of spreads all around where you're at. So that's always a plus. Shout out to that house music festival.
Man. And house music gives you a chance to get on the floor.
Get on the floor.
And have a big booty in front of you.
I'm not going to say that.
And just pump.
But
now, house music is about more than that.
Footwork. That footwork. Cause Paul got that footwork. I seen some videos, Paul, with that footwork. Crazy.
Sweating. 92 degrees, just pumping.
Where's the cardboard?
Yeah.
Where's the baby powder? The ones that dance from the time it starts to the time it ends. And that is pure energy.
You know what? And I seen some people like posting on social media like some negative stuff about the a couple things, like where it was a couple times where like the DJ had to announce like somebody kids lost, whatever, come claim your kid. You know what I mean? Like, we don't gotta be negative about it. Like, it's 21,000 people. A kid may have scrambled away. It sucks. Don't get it twisted. They got found, but don't be negative. Don't be negative. Like, it's 21,000 people. You know what I mean? Running around, dancing.
Know what probably happened?
You know what I'm saying? It happens.
That father and that mother had their kid there.
And
the percolator came on.
The percolator came on.
They thought they was in the basement.
Possibly.
And she bent that ass over, and he got the pump on. He
ain't go with this shit again. My ass gotta be bent over.
People don't understand. Like, it definitely like. Hey, make sure y'all go to YouTube. 15 minutes of fame radio. Tune in. I'm about to get off this live, but it was amazing. It was an amazing event. Like I said, like it was no negativity. Black people came out, black vendors, we supported, you know what I mean? I supported, man. I spent a lot of bread out there. I bought lobster rolls, I bought shrimp, I bought tacos, empanadas, I bought about 8 cigars.
I was about to say, what did you buy that you could take home?
Nothing. I bought nutcrackers. Y'all know what nutcrackers is?
Yeah.
I bought I don't even drink that, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Saturday I threw up when I got home though. Them nutcrackers, I don't drink that, you know what I mean? But I was drinking dirty.
Oh, you called Earl.
I did, but I drunk dirty for the support level because I'm a whiskey guy, as you can see. I don't throw up. That's not my thing.
But you know what made me smile? After I got everything, I went to my homeboy house and we watched the Shakur fight.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
And we sitting there. My man's, I can't get into his name, but he know a lot of motherfuckers. He out here. So he like, yo, P. Yo, everybody in the building. Mm-hmm. And if cats know anything about Jersey, they had Essex County and Hudson's County in the same motherfucking building.
This is true.
You had players from big people from, and fans probably was watching too, but anyway,
they be fresh.
They had people from everywhere. Like Shakur had Sue Surf bring him out, yo.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk about it.
He had Fat Boy there. He even had my man Jay Prince there. Like I don't think cats understand. So it was a good look because Jersey had a lot of shit going on this weekend, and we didn't make the news not once. And that's why I say the news can kiss my fat black ass after I take a diarrhea shit.
Unfortunately,
because when good shit goes on,
but
it never comes on TV.
That's a fact.
If it was fights everywhere, we would have been all over. So
I see you, Dust Black.
I really got a Union County.
908,
there you go,
baby.
salute 908.
I'm an original 973, but I'm 908 for the past few years. For all of it.
Okay, now 973.
So I just want to say, I appreciate what went on this weekend. Thank you guys for just being grown-ups and having a good fucking time. And I apologize for the girl who got pregnant on the dance floor, because somebody got pregnant on the dance floor.
Did she get pregnant?
Lee? What's good, Lee?
So, yep.
Damn, they had a percolator baby.
Hey, but look, don't forget, just in case y'all don't know, I know most of y'all know, but Shakur Stevenson definitely took the boy out in the 4th round. This young boy is third round. This young boy is 22 years old, handling his business, holding Jersey down, holding Newark down, Jersey as a whole down. Brought out Sue Surf.
It happened on
Sue
the floor.
Surf walked out with rapping it was an amazing event. Jersey is really, we coming, Jersey strong, like we are here. We are here with all the mumble rap, all the BS boxer support, man. Make sure y'all support that man Shakur Stevenson, man, because he's definitely the next one up. Yeah. He's flamboyant with it. He got the charisma, he got the skill, he got everything, you know what I mean? So make sure y'all support him, man. Jersey, y'all know what we here for.
And while we on boxing, man, this hurts my heart, man. Pernell Whitaker has passed away, man, at 55, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, crazy. He was 55 years old. Better known as Sweet Pea.
Sweet Peasy.
Okay. Unfortunately, he got hit. The driver was not arrested.
Crazy.
Pernell died at the scene, and the funny thing about it was that where Pernell was at, it wasn't an active area. It was kind of like almost like a dust road. So for him to get hit like that,
crazy,
was just kind of messed up.
You know what's weird to me? There's nothing really to go on. That's all they're telling you is that he was hit. Yeah, no one is being charged.
What they said was that it was definitely not a hit and run.
Yeah, man.
He died at the scene. Pernell was introduced into the Boxing Hall of Fame in 2006. He started his career in 1984, and he retired in 2001. Pernell was very well respected and loved in the boxing world and was placed among the greats. He also won a Olympic gold medal.
Yes, he
I
did.
believe in around, I think, like the 80s or the 90s he did. And he was definitely put in the same category such as Muhammad Ali, and I'm just naming a few names, Sugar Ray Leonard, and Floyd Mayweather basically worshipped this man. Not too long before he passed away, he actually took some pictures with him. And I just basically want to say, anytime there is somebody, and y'all can say however y'all or feel however y'all want to feel, but when there's a person of color that has done something and stand out, I feel that they deserve their respect. And I feel that he does deserve a moment of silence for the way that he died.
Definitely.
There we go.
Yeah, rest in peace.
And let me also, as I was driving to work today, and they was talking about it. They had Max Kellerman. I don't know if y'all know who that is. He's an ESPN analyst. He was talking about Pernell Whitaker, and he was saying how his skill set was the top 10 boxer of all time, and people didn't show him the love that he deserved because he came up in the era where heavyweights ran it. He came up with Mike Tyson, Holyfield. That's when he was in his prime during that era. So we wanted to see knockouts back then. Like Mayweather made us switch over to the fast hands and all that stuff like that. But in the 90s, we had the 80s era where we had Hagler.
Welcome
and
back,
all
Tyler.
But in them 90s,
We
it was the
missed
hard
you.
hitters, the knockout. You know what I mean? Pernell was a beast. And Max Kellerman basically was saying all his losses, they were all like debatable.
Yeah,
like he shouldn't have lost them.
He
Like
didn't lose to
they
De La
didn't lose
Hoya.
him. Like they said, De La Hoya
Sorry.
because he was that face of
That's
next
it.
face of boxing.
That's
So
it.
you can't go to the judges with a person like De La Hoya in his prime because they're gonna give it to De La Hoya at that time, and that's what happened. You know what I mean? Like I remember watching that fight. Pernell was my guy. Like I was a huge Pernell Whitaker fan. You know what I mean? So he definitely, his record was amazing. I don't know exact record, so I don't want to say the number. I think it was like 46-4, but I could be wrong.
It was something similar
Something
to that. Yes.
Which is amazing in itself. 50 fights, 46 wins is crazy, but like he did his numbers, you know what I mean? Everybody's not going undefeated, you know what I'm saying? You go take some L's. I don't care in life, period. You go take some L's. So to get 46 wins out of that, for all it takes is one hit to put you down and lose, that is crazy.
I'm real quick for the people who watch us a lot. I have to throw this out here.
I feel something bad coming.
But I got my homeboy Tyler on here.
Okay, hey Tyler.
And Tyler, I'm a little upset with you right now.
We haven't seen you in a month of Sundays.
Because last week was the time that we needed you on this motherfucking show. We had a rapper up here. No disrespect to him, man.
Oh, I'm not.
Try to show him some love.
him.
But he was on some bullshit. And we needed you up here, man. Yo, Andrea, you know I'm talking that right shit. and I try to respect all rappers, man, because everybody wants to make it and everybody had a dream. But Tyler, when I tell you, I give you one of his lines. One of his lines was, I break backs like Shaq.
Why do you remember that, though?
I miss
It's like
no
nursery rhyme,
free
like.
throws. That was one of his bars. He said, I don't watch cable. I put a hole in you the size of a bagel. That was his bars.
Bagel.
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 So I'm just, we gonna have someone here next week way better, but it was a time that, yeah, you said pure fire. Yeah, all right. It was one of those times that, because Andrea,
Tyler, if you would have seen that shit, you already know you would have been going off.
I knew Andrea was gone. 420 was putting booze up, and
Yeah, I dipped
it
out on
was
Sunday.
it was crazy, man. But yo, man, we gonna get back, man. Since we talking about rappers, man. Right now, we got a bad situation in Sweden. Well, I won't say bad.
Go ahead with that mess.
I won't say bad.
I'll give it to you. That damn ASAP Rocky. Okay? Now we're gonna break this shit down, right? Can I break it
Go
down?
ahead, you already on.
All right. So ASAP Rocky was arrested in Sweden earlier this month. He was actually arrested July 2nd. And from reports, it's been pretty rough from him being in an inhumane prison to Swedish law enforcement asking for an extension to keep him there longer than 3 days. He also had to cancel his tour. So we're not sure how long he will be in Sweden, but the U.S. Department of the United States Department spoke out in support of the rapper. They say that the arrest and the detention of A$AP Rocky has raised concern, and they expect the Swedish government to treat American citizens with respect. They hope to see A$AP and his colleagues back on the tour and reunited with his family soon. A$AP was arrested on suspicion of assault following a performance. He is in a pre-trial detention and awaiting a lesser charge. Now, initially, when they locked him up, they was automatically talking about 6 years, right? So now the Swedish lawyer is making a statement. He's saying it's not true. He's not in an inhumane detention center. That's a lie. They're treating him with respect. Now, I don't know how long ago, I don't know if some of y'all remember, A$AP Rocky made this statement about how it is not his job that every time something happens to a black person, that it's not his job to stand up. He's not about the Black Lives Matter movement. He fuck bitches, he gets money, and he raps. He lives in LA, and that's what he does. Now, some people was like, so what? He's still a brother. You got to hold your brother down. But you know what? It's people like that are very detrimental to our community, and they fuck our community up. And sometimes your worst enemy can look just like you. Now, I'm not going to say that I want that brother over there. I would like for him to come back to the United States. It is what it is, and continue on with what he's doing. But are you going to see me going into a frenzy worrying about that shit? Abso-fucking-lutely not. Because when he was over here with his coins and his record label behind him, he blatantly outright flat said he didn't give a fuck about anything that was going on with people of color.
Well, you know what? Tyler made a very good point. He's a rapper, not an activist. And what
he is, you're absolutely right. But he does have a platform.
But what we have to understand is, man, and this is what's wrong. I say this about us all the time. We're the only people who look for an activist and a leader. Yeah, and don't get me wrong. But the Chinese ain't out there looking for Martin Luther Simgungai. You get what I'm saying?
But Simgungai would have said that shit like that. Simgungai wouldn't be getting no fucking money.
And what I'm saying is too, I don't know what A$AP went over there and did, but
they
my
said he
thing
fucked somebody
is,
up. They said he beat somebody up.
When you go to another person's country,
excuse me, guys.
Another person's country, yeah, you gotta follow their rules, yo.
I agree.
It's just like that white dude who went over to Korea.
Oh no.
And he went over there and played with their flag.
You can't
and then
do
they
things
tore his
like
ass
that.
up. When you go to other people's countries, yeah, you gotta follow rules. And guess what? Other people's countries ain't like the United States.
And
they
that's
jails
true.
is fucked up.
I agree with
they
you on
jail,
that.
They don't got no
time.
TVs and all that other shit.
iPad, they got iPads now.
Yeah,
right?
no, they're not doing that.
They out here FaceTiming now.
They out here FaceTiming, making phone calls.
In other countries,
everything.
yo, you sucking dick and eating bread and water. Yo, dog. Yo, dude, it's real. So
it's
I ain't
real
trying
sausage
to be funny,
and bread out there for you.
But that's what happens when people go to these other motherfucking joints. You know what I'm saying? And thinking that shit sweet, thinking they're above the law, and then they get fucked.
I completely
So it's no disrespect to A$AP.
I completely
but
agree.
You put yourself in that situation, and now you think he think he's supposed to be having a 60-inch TV and playing Fortnite?
Yeah,
nah, nigga, you in jail.
Because he A$AP. He trying to get out ASAP. He allegedly beat that guy up after his performance ASAP. That's what they're saying. So I definitely can rock with that because as Americans, we feel like we the cream of the crop.
No.
So we can go. Because look at it. The United States just gave out a statement.
Yeah, man.
But your black ass.
But you know what's funny?
But you ain't black.
The United States is funny to me because they're talking about...
You don't relate.
He should be in... I hope they're treating him right and treat American citizens right. But motherfucker, y'all ain't treating American citizens right. Well, so how the fuck you think somebody else supposed to treat American citizens right?
So Terry Crews escape clone.
Yo, so don't get me started. And 66P, I hope you're not talking about me because I'd love to see a picture of you, man. I eat your ass up every time, baby. Put them on the clock. But but we gonna move on to cause waiting for to come back. So we gonna move on to Angie's Tea
time.
Dangle. Let them shits dangle.
I don't got a sound for it, but I'm gonna get one.
Oh damn! They always gotta mess with me. All right, so I'm gonna talk about the situation that's going on with Robert Kelly, R. Kelly. Today, a federal judge ordered that Kelly be held in custody without bond while facing child pornography charges in Illinois. The U.S. District Judge ruled that the attorneys for the 52-year-old Kelly did not successfully overcome a presumption that defendants facing child porn charges be detained ahead of a pending charge. Kelly is being held in the federal feds, ladies and gentlemen, Metropolitan Correctional Center in Chicago, and pled not guilty to a 13-count indictment accusing him of child porn and obstruction of justice. He is in solitary confinement with no access to television or contact with other people. So Robert Kelly was arrested about last week or 2 weeks ago on 2 federal indictments in Illinois and New York. The New York indictment alleges Kelly recruited women and girls to engage in illegal sexual activity as well with sex with minors, asking minors to send him photos and not disclosing a sexual transmitted disease. The Illinois indictment charges Kelly paid former manager and other former employees to cover up the alleged sexual acts. Now, I will say this. Yes, he's wrong. Where the fuck is the former employees and the managers? Because they asked need to be held accountable too. Because you knew what was going on, you knew what he was doing, and you sat there and you went along with it because you were on his payroll. Now that shit then got thick, y'all out here giving out tapes. Now the thing is, there are reportedly 45 tapes out here right now. Now, the feds have recovered 22 of the 45 tapes. These tapes go all the way back into the early 90s. They said that he is having sex with minors from ages 18 and under that can be seen on this tape. So, of course, the tape with Sparkle's niece, I guess that was just the tip of the iceberg. But there are more tapes, and I guess because all these other people don't want to get charged, they coughing them shits up. So right now, the way that I feel that as a community, I think that the black community has to take responsibility for this as well, because the fact that he's so musically inclined and he can write and he can produce and he can arrange, people were taking the fact that his music makes them feel good and they were turning a blind eye to the shit that we all been knowing that's been going on for a long time. How y'all two feel about that? Because I feel the energy from both sides.
I don't know. I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna get a little bit of backlash, but
okay.
I hear a lot of people say, why they putting this out on R. Kelly and why they putting this out on Michael Jackson? They not doing this to the white people. Elvis did this and Elvis did that. You know what? Let me tell you, I don't give a fuck if you white, black, green, blue, purple. It's kids. At the end of the day, lock his dumb ass up if he did it. I really don't care. I don't care what your race is. If you did it, get him the fuck out of here. I don't care. And I get it. I get it. They should have made a movie on Elvis. Elvis did a lot of the same shit, and
Elvis died on the shitter.
But we gonna keep it a buck with you. Most of these entertainers do that shit. They be drunk and they perform and they see all these little girls in the front row. They don't. These little 16-year-olds looking like 24, 28-year-olds. They don't know. They're not talking about some before you come. Some might. Don't get me wrong, but it's plenty of artists right now. Right now. This is assumption, but it's a fact assumption because I believe it's true. That is taking little girls back to their room and we go see them 20 years from now. I don't want to put no names out there. The same thing with a story on their ass. I mean, it is, and it's not right, but this is normal. It's gonna happen. Who's asking? Who's asking about IDs?
How old was Foxy Brown when Jay-Z was messing with her?
Exactly.
Absolutely. We know the shit.
Exactly.
She was underage.
Exactly.
What I'm getting to
we got plenty.
What I'm getting to is me personally, I don't fuck with young girls. Never did, never will. But my thing is, a lot of these girls out here, they're 16, 17, 18. And these girls, I know cats that was messing with young girls in the hood. And it was okay. So my thing is, and a lot of these women that's upset, I know chicks that I was growing up with that was 14 and 13 years old fucking with grown ass men.
I think most of us did.
And they knew what the fuck they was doing.
Yeah.
But we didn't have no problem with it. And like I said, I'm not saying it's right. That's all I'm saying is, when it comes to a black person doing something, whether it's wrong or right, we get crucified. But when that other man do the same exact thing and more, you had a dude that had an island. He had an island.
You're absolutely right.
He was trafficking little girls on an island.
And you know,
chilling with presidents and and senators and yo, dog, you can't tell me. Matter of fact, I hit you even more. Menendez. I was senator right now of New Jersey.
Yes.
Was caught messing with 16 and 15-year-old girls in Dominican Republic.
Yes, in the prostitution situation.
And this dude is our senator of New Jersey.
But
where's the outroar? That's all I'm saying.
Tyler, what's racist, Tyler?
But you have to understand what about that. You have to take race out of the situation for a second. The shit was wrong.
That's
and
it.
Also,
That's it.
And also,
it's wrong.
and also, just this: if you want to throw race back in, us as the black community, we're gonna hold your ass accountable because guess what?
Are we?
That shit.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't say we are,
but
I'm saying if we should.
Okay.
If R. Kelly would have been held accountable for years ago.
Thank you.
When he married Aaliyah
agree,
at 15,
Tyler.
when her uncle
Exactly.
forged them fucking papers
Exactly.
again because they were thinking about the payroll and not the child. When he forged them papers and they went and they got married, if we had held him accountable then he should have been taken care of at that time. Now it's gotten too far. And you also got to understand, the guys in the hood and the chicks in the hood, and that's all well and done. I dealt with older guys when I was younger, but let me tell you something. Young people are fucking impressionable. It doesn't make it right. It doesn't. Just because I'm out here hanging with this nigga and I'm chilling with him and my mother doesn't say anything about it does not make it right. She wrong too.
Yes.
But you know what? To Tyler's point, he's saying like that we're like kind of like to my point when I say I'm assuming, but it's a fact. My reason I say that is I believe in innocent until proven guilty.
Mm-hmm.
But if you told me that I can have the final decision on what R. Kelly's going, I'm gonna tell you guilty, lock his dumb ass up. But I believe in the law. I worked in the prison system, so I know it's plenty of people in jails for whatever the case they are that's innocent.
That's right.
So I believe in innocent until proven guilty. But if you ask for my opinion on R. Kelly, he's guilty as hell. I mean, we know that. We all know that. I mean,
I don't think
Aaliyah was a kid. We know that.
No one's understanding what I'm saying, so I'll make it a little bit better for people.
Please.
Fuck R. Kelly and everything he do. Lock him up and lock everybody else to fuck
Some
too.
good ass music we gotta disown. I'm disowning it, but
I'm
I mean
not,
that's some
I'm
good.
not disowning his
I'm
music.
disowning his music, but that's some good ass.
I'm not-
That man
I'm
put
not.
out some great
All
music,
All
man.
I'm saying is that we.
No,
will-
it really is. Tyler, if you ain't working there, you can't tell me that, brother. I
we-
worked in there 3 years strong.
we
I
would
know
piss-
it's plenty of innocent people in jail.
We would piss.
Trust
Oh,
me.
yes, it is.
Trust me.
We would piss on each other fast as hell and let everybody slide. That's my problem. That's the point I'm trying to
I
make.
completely agree with
Period.
you.
I'm
Now,
not-
that
Boss, Tyler.
I
I'm not
agree with you.
condoning nobody what they doing wrong. That's all I'm saying is that we will piss on people
Respect, Tyler.
fast as hell, and then we would just go on. But go on. I know you got some more on your tea. I don't want to keep on.
Okay, so, we know about that. So now let's move on. Now, I don't know if anybody's been hearing about the group Salt-N-Pepa. Now, Salt-N-Pepa actually just got a reality show that was going on right now. But Spinderella is actually suing Salt-N-Pepa because they fired her earlier this year. So now she's claiming that she was swindled out of a lot of compensation going all the way back to 1999 by her two group mates, and she has unpaid royalties. So she basically says that she also assisted in launching the rap trio's career. Now, if a lot of people have followed Salt-N-Pepa, they came out in the late 80s. Salt-N-Pepa actually had another DJ before Spinderella came along. My question to you two on the panel is, do you think that Spinderella has a right to say that she was the one that that assisted in putting this group on the map, and that now that she's gotten fired, now she wants unpaid royalties?
Can I question that question?
Okay.
Did we know Salt-N-Pepa before Spinderella was with them? I didn't. I knew them as them three. Am I right?
Yeah.
So,
but there wasn't.
I believe. No, I'm saying what you're saying is correct.
Right,
but
look,
we they wasn't out there like
yeah,
that.
no, but now understand what I'm about to say to you with that. Salt and pepper.
Which makes her stupid for letting that go.
Salt and pepper. Now understand this. It's no different than DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Now.
Can I stop you before you go?
Okay.
Salt and Pepper, no Spinderella name in there. But
No.
DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, his name was mentioned with them.
Right.
So no,
that's where I was going. That's where I was
Salt
going
and Pepper
with.
should have had Spinderella name in there.
But that was because she wasn't the only DJ. She came along, but Salt and she was the DJ.
Right.
But Salt-N-Pepa were the rappers. Now, they did include her, of course, because she was their DJ. My question to you is, because for me, I was kind of a bit confused. If somebody then cheated me out of my coins since 1999, and by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I graduated from high school then, so I'm telling my age. We in 2019. You waited all that time and a reality TV show, which you were on, by the way. They said that their publishing company, whoever, they sent a letter and they said, well, you know, we have to let you go. I don't know if it's because money is tight. You know, they doing that tour with Naughty by Nature, New Kids on the Block, whatever have you made. But when you listen to a Salt-N-Pepa song, will it give you the same shit knowing that Spinderella wasn't the one back there spinning shit?
But what songs? I don't
She's
remember.
right. I agree with both of y'all coming from, but Andrea made a good point, and I gotta find this out. She said, was she in the Tramp video?
I don't know.
And
was she?
I'll Take Your Man video.
No, she wasn't. So
I don't think so. No, not from my memory.
To my knowing, they wasn't out until
Ain't
Spin
no
was
kinda.
with them. They was like you in this rap thing. Like people be building for years, but when they really get popping,
That's true, Tyler.
To my memory, I'm a little younger. To my memory, when they was popping, Spin was with them.
Yeah.
When they was popping, they could have been doing a lot of shows and all that shit before Spin. But when they got popping, Spin was there.
My thing is this. This is what I don't understand.
Can I say before you go?
Go ahead.
Let's just say this. For instance, this show's been going on for going on 2 years, right? Am I right or wrong? And I'm not saying this is gonna happen, but it's been going on. It's been good. Obviously it's still going on, so it's been going on. I'm new to this with y'all. So let's say this out of nowhere now, this show pops like to where networks want us on the show, on to do the show on the network. Are y'all gonna say, oh well, we've been doing this before he got on? You know what I'm saying? Now we got millions of viewers rather than whatever we got now. You can't just include me because it popped while I was here.
Right.
But
you feel me?
But I wouldn't do that.
I know you wouldn't, but I'm just saying.
But so that's what
Spin.
So if that's the
That's
case,
what I'm about to get
yeah, but
to.
So
they on some bullshit to me.
Exactly.
They on some bullshit.
But at the same time, and I will say this: if that's the case, since we're a group, right? So how many times now? Spinderella is a professional DJ. She's a celebrity
Facts,
DJ.
420.
So my whole thing is when she go out here and she's spinning on them ones and twos, do she cut Salt-N-Pepa some fucking money?
Why would she?
Why would she? Because she's a DJ and that's what she's doing.
She's out there doing what
She's
she's
out
doing.
there doing. No, she's
separate.
I get it, kinda. I get what you're saying.
That's like me going on the stage right now and go dancing, and I get $90 in nickels.
And since you got,
I'm supposed to break